as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
14.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Love, he's going to change the play here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete to Dobbs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able... Well, It's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Third down and 13. Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff. And his throw here is incomplete. The Lions at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and
he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. Love now to pass on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11. 5. Whirling. What's that?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Love now. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throwing. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Love going to give this one to Jones. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Gold on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. 2nd down. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. kick by Gold is good.
And that's going to tie us at 13.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Hold on. Check. Value 3. 5.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Hey, lift.
Just beating the play clock is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Corey Baker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love wants to shift things around. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Shot 17. Hey,
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
slide through.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions.
To throw now. Here's Love. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on, set. 52 blasters.
And inside give to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
They'll run here with Dillon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running right, Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, we called it the disruptor. And then that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hold on. Check. Hey, kill. Value 1.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From his goal line here, Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Value 3, value 3. Value 1.
Gibbs straight ahead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
We go, 76, 76.
Goff now looks to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Trouble, 38. Quick, yellow.
And they give the Jones off tackle. Muscles him off. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Check view.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Love. And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian Watson from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now they're in the hurry up. Goff now looking to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Super one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Super 66. Maverick.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here now, 3rd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hold on. Check.
Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 3rd down and goal coming up here. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is 1st and 10. Now Love. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's 1st down. Love looking to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Love going to change things up. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Love. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Down.
Now 1st and goal. Love will sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Okay, right? Drill, 52.
And now they'll audible to something else. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them.